I've got massive news for you guys. Tomorrow, the White House crypto czar, David Sachs, is going to hold a crypto press conference to talk about how the United States can be the leader in crypto. I'll share who's going to be there, what I think the outcomes may be, because this is really big. And Trump's World Liberty Financial bought over 80,000 Ethereum today. What is happening? Why are they so bullish on ETH? And Eric Trump tweets out, buy ETH. So this is pretty wild. And Trump signs an executive order to set up a sovereign wealth fund, with many folks hinting that this is going to be used to buy Bitcoin. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, after the madness that we saw, the big dump with the tariff war scare and all these things, the market has recovered. Bitcoin pumped back to $102,000 today. And with regards to the tariff situation, both Mexico and Canada seem to have capitulated, and those things have been pushed back 30 days, according to the reports. But of course, we're not necessarily concerned about the tariffs themselves because that's an entirely different topic. What we are concerned about is the impact on markets, and the markets have recovered, guys. We're seeing some upside here. Now, we're not fully out of the woods yet, right? This doesn't mean that we can go down further, but it's a good sign. It's a good sign we're seeing that bounce. And if we're going according to seasonality, it means the bullish rally will continue in February. So really good sign that we're seeing this. And on the monthly chart, Bitcoin continues to look great. And some alts are starting to bounce, even though there's still some red on the market. But prices are much better than they were maybe 24 hours ago when we had that bit of a flash crash. And in fact, we continue to get updated numbers that over 2 billion was liquidated in 24 hours. And this was more than the COVID dump, more than the FTX collapse. So those sell-offs were smaller than this one. Now, the thing you have to keep into consideration is the valuations of these assets are higher now, both for the stock market and crypto. So of course, the liquidations are going to be larger. And a very good sign is that the sentiment for Bitcoin went to fear again. So we're seeing the setup here for a nice recovery, guys. I've often talked about when we are in a bull market and people are fearful, that is so bullish because I've seen it time and time again. It's the setup for another face melting rally, which I think will happen sometime this month and continue into March, April. And then what happens? Sell-in may go away. We're going to see another cool down. And then the summer might be a bit boring. Then come Q3 into Q4, we rally again. Now, some folks are saying the blow off top could happen at Q2. It just depends how strong it is. Could we get some bullish news about Bitcoin strategic reserve and all these things that sends the market super parabolic and we hit that blow off top? That is possible. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but it's a probability. However, if it doesn't happen then, and it just goes according to, let's say, the normal 4-year cycle, this thing can go towards the end of the year. So be prepared for both scenarios. As we get closer to the end of Q2, I'll be sharing different stats and different metrics with you guys, not our feelings or emotions, but what is the data telling us? And if the top is going to be in, and I'll be screaming from the hills, sell, 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 exit the market, the top is in. Now, it's funny how all of these things work because Bitcoin in its recovery, as I mentioned, we're seeing a recovery. It bounced off a key support level. So this is very, very, very good sign. So shout out to the user Titan of Crypto, a great analyst, showed the key level that it bounced off of. So funny how the charts and the news and all these things work according to plan here. And he also said the Bitcoin bull market is intact. And he says, as long as Bitcoin holds a monthly close above the 38.2% Fibonacci retracement level, the bullish trend remains valid. So he did a very macro view on the charts here for Bitcoin, going back to previous bull markets and the key support levels that we have to watch. So once again, bull market intact, nothing to be concerned about here. And what's surprising, the Bitcoin dominance, which has been almost at the cusp of a breakdown, saw a bounce. So analyst Crypto Wizard says, Max Payne over, he asks, Bitcoin dominance is having a massive shooting star. It should get a continuous bearish move from now on. However, a pullback for a short period of time is possible before it dumps more to the higher low timeline of the daily channel. So what he's saying here, look, it's moving up here, but this is kind of the last hurrah. It's going to roll over. And what we've seen is that Bitcoin will pump, but then the alts go crazy, right? Bitcoin's dominance falls, and then the altcoins start to rally. You have these massive alt seasons. And the chart he shows is around the end of Q2. So this is, once again, we'll have to watch Q2 very closely. Is this top coming in around March or April? And once again, I'll share the data and the charts with you guys. Now, shout out to Sunny Liu, the CEO of VeChain, which is one of my sponsors, and I'm a VET token holder. He shared a chart yesterday showing us the market sentiment and where we may be at. And he said, we are right now in a bear trap, essentially what happened yesterday after a first sentiment extreme. The next move up is renewed optimism, then FOMO, then euphoria. And of course, we want to be selling at the FOMO euphoria phase, right, guys? Because the dumb money crowd is going to pour in. Things are going to get really, really nuts. But I think this is spot on because this is the blow off top year, the fifth wave, as I've been saying. And remember, fifth waves can last from months to a year. So this is why it's important for us to pay close attention to get an idea where we're at in the cycle. And as mentioned earlier, seasonality is definitely in play here for both the stock market and crypto. And February's in years after the halving in the bull market environment have been really good for crypto. You look back at 2021, it was plus 37%. In 2017, plus 23%, and so on and so forth. So really good sign. Now, guys, a great place where you can buy Bitcoin and all the top altcoins is on Uphold. This is a platform that I've been using since 2018. You can buy, sell, trade crypto. They have 300 plus cryptocurrencies. They're available in over 150 countries. I've been using them for many years, never had any issues or problems. I've interviewed the CEO, CFO, and many representatives. They are fully reserved. They don't commingle or lend out your crypto funds, and you can review their transparency reports. And they also have a great program called Uphold Rewards, which gives you up to 5.25% on stablecoins such as PYUSD, USDC, RLUSD, and much more. And all you have to do is once per month, log into the app, deposit $50, trade $50, and you get some other perks and benefits as well. So if you'd like to learn more about Uphold, visit the link in the description. Now, guys, the big news of the day, and this is pretty massive. Donald Trump's crypto czar, David Sachs, is going to be holding a press conference tomorrow to discuss how to secure America as the leader in the digital asset ecosystem. So many of you know David Sachs is the White House crypto and AI czar, and it's great to see they're moving, they're taking action, guys. This is huge. So the folks who will be participating in this press conference on digital assets is David Sachs, of course, Chairman Tim Scott, Chairman John Boozman, Chairman French Hill. Many of you know I had French Hill on the podcast many times. I expect to have him back on soon, and Chairman Thompson. So this is going to happen at 2:30 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday, February 4th. And I'm excited to see what comes out of this, guys. I mean, we could hear certainly about the Bitcoin reserve, the crypto stockpile, crypto legislation, because you got French Hill there, the chairman of the House Financial Services Committee. We could also hear about taxes as it relates to crypto. Will there be some sort of ease in taxes for certain crypto transactions? All of these things are possible that we can hear. And I think it's all going to be bullish because we know David Sachs is pro-crypto. We know this administration is very pro-crypto. So things are looking very bright. And I will try to get the information to you guys as soon as possible once the press conference ends. So huge. Perry Boring of the Digital Chamber said, very good sign to see multiple congressional committees come together with the administration to deliver a unified message. The pro-crypto admin and Congress are preparing to make big moves. So I think she's correct here, and she's obviously very plugged into DC and what's happening. So exciting times, my friends. And of course, the timing of all this goes with what we are talking about with the rally that we're expecting into Q2, right? This is the seasonal play. So we are seeing bullish activity and different things that are coming out here. Now, today, Donald Trump signed an executive order calling for the creation of a sovereign wealth fund. This is pretty amazing because other countries have done this, right? We know there are huge sovereign wealth funds in the Middle East, and they often invest in different assets and companies globally. So it's really great that the United States is going to do this. However, Senator Cynthia Lummis retweeted the news about this and said, this is a big deal. And the word B in the big is the Bitcoin symbol. So this is speculation, but they could use a sovereign wealth fund to buy Bitcoin and other crypto assets. That's a possibility. It seems like something is cooking up here. Maybe this is the way they do it. In addition to investing in crypto companies, maybe US crypto companies, right? MicroStrategy, Ripple, Circle, Coinbase. I don't know, but it's not far-fetched to say those things are possibilities, right? So this is very, very interesting. Some people are saying, look, this sovereign wealth fund could easily reach maybe near $1 trillion because it's the US. We are the world's largest capital market. We have the money in the world reserve currency. So exciting times, guys. Maybe this is the path towards how the United States creates some of its reserves. Now, speaking of Trump, his company, World Liberty Financial, they have accumulated 86,000 ETH tokens today. Their total holdings are now $421.7 million with ETH at 65.34% allocation. What is happening here? They are buying Ethereum nonstop. I shared with you guys the news last week. They bought the Move token, or they're exploring the Move token, and they've been buying ETH nonstop. So this makes me very bullish on ETH, not just because they're buying, but the ETH chart. And then look at this. Eric Trump tweets out, in my opinion, it's a great time to add ETH. You can thank me later. Guys, this is wild. And their treasury composition, as mentioned, is majority ETH, 65.34%, Bitcoin, 16.02%. They deployed $157 million to ETH purchases in the past 30 days. It seems like they know something we don't know. Now, obviously, World Liberty Financial is built on ETH. It's a DeFi platform. And this could be part of them building their stockpile and their ability to possibly stake on the network and do a lot of stuff. But this is very bullish if you're an ETH holder. And by the charts, ETH, I think it's going to rip. Now, they were moving ETH to Coinbase, and a lot of people started spreading FUD saying, oh, they're going to dump on you. See, but it's like, why would they dump? There's no gains here. The market's down. The market was down when they were buying. They essentially bought the dip. So sometimes people, their maximalism and these things blind them from logic and reasoning. Well, World Liberty Financial tweeted out some information addressing these things, saying, we are making routine movements of our crypto holdings as part of the regulatory treasury management and payment of fees and expenses, and to address working capital requirements. To be clear, we are not selling tokens. We are simply reallocating assets for ordinary business purposes. These actions are intended to be part of maintaining a strong, secure, and efficient treasury. No need to speculate. This is all standard practice for managing operations at World Liberty Financial. Thanks for following along as we continue building for the future. So they addressed the FUD that they were trying to dump ETH, but at the end of the day, it's not like ETH is up. It's been down significantly, and it crashed with the rest of the market. So they went and bought a whole bunch. Why the hell would they move to Coinbase to sell? That's so dumb. All feelings aside, I don't care if you hate ETH and you don't hold it. This is interesting, and the ETH chart is looking really good for a breakout. Every dog has its day in the bull market, and ETH is the number 2 token with a lot of building on it. A lot of layer twos and much more is going to do well. I think it can easily get to $10,000, not financial or investment advice. I'm going to start taking profits at 8 and then 9, 10. And if it goes higher, that would be great too. So I'm here to make money, guys. Now check this news out. Ton Foundation veteran launches a $100 million VC fund, TVM Ventures. So, of course, the Ton blockchain is what powers Telegram. And Steve Yun of Ton Foundation has launched a TVM Ventures, $100 million focused on Ton-based startups. The fund's capital comes from Yun himself and Toncoin miner Yun told the block. So we're seeing a lot of venture capital, hedge funds, just even traditional hedge funds launching crypto investment arms and much more. And they're putting a lot of money in this market, guys. There's a lot of money to be made here. And of course, this is the blow off top years. So this is a great sign. More liquidity is going to be coming into the market. Coinbase receives regulatory approval to launch crypto services in the UK. So the UK has become more crypto friendly. They've passed legislation. We got the EU also doing the same. The US is expected to do the same here as well. And then we got Simon McLaughlin highlighting the following. He's the CEO of Uphold. The UK Treasury's confirmation that crypto staking does not represent a collective investment scheme marks another key milestone in the mainstream acceptance of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, amplifying their legitimacy within the financial system. So they've provided clarity on crypto staking. I wish we had that in the United States. But some companies are already starting to move ahead. Kraken Exchange just last week said they're going to relaunch their staking service. Remember, they got sued by the SEC, right? Scumbag regulator Gary Gensler sued them. And now they're just relaunching it because I think they know clarity is on its way. So exciting times, guys. Well, folks, that's the news. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't as yet. A great way you can support me and the podcast, folks, is by subscribing to my free email newsletter. It's 100% free. Link is in the description. Also, grab a copy of my book, Rethinking Crypto. It's available on Amazon in paperback and digital. Grab a copy for yourself, grab a few copies for your friends and family. And if you already bought a copy, please leave a rating and review on Amazon. It will really help me out. Also, guys, be sure to check out my crypto course at mycryptocourse.com. This is a comprehensive course, teaches you everything you need to know about crypto. So even if you are at the beginning level or intermediate level, you can learn a lot here because it covers every facet. And guys, the unique thing about this course, which no other crypto course offers, expert commentary. All those people I interviewed, I had them answer questions at the end of my recordings, and these recordings have never been released to the public, so that you're getting exclusive insights. For example, get Carlos Domingo, the CEO of Securitize, explaining tokenization to you. You're going to hear from institutional investors and top builders and investors in the crypto industry. Once again, no other crypto course offers this. So it's really great. You get lifetime access for a one-time fee, and you can share it with your friends and family if you want. And it's a ton of value in here, guys. Once again, expert commentary that no other course offers. So go to mycryptocourse.com. Guys, thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I will talk to you all later.